Hey, how's it going? It's Kevin. I want to go over tying a great little baitfish pattern using Arctic Fox and Marabou. Simple, easy to tie, and really effective. So, starting off, I've got an attitude streamer from Partridge in a size 2 in the vise, and I've got the Lagurtun, this is the 95 denier, ultra strong in a black. For the body, I'm going to use this Lagurtun. It's the French flat braid in a gold color. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my tag into this and put it off the back. That's going to kind of give me my little bit of a tail that'll kind of undo. So I'm going to reverse my thread all the way to here, and then I'm going to tie this in, leaving maybe about an inch off the back. You can see now with this extra bit off the back here, I can take a bodkin and I can just kind of unravel this stuff, and it makes a nice little flashy tail that's the same color as the body. For my wing, I'm going to use this gray Arctic Fox. I want this to kind of extend halfway into that tail there. You can see the curvature of those fibers kind of have it going one way, so if you just kind of twist it around, you end up with a nice even amount. Now for my overwing, I'm going to use a black Marabou feather, but I don't want this kind of fluffy stuff at the bottom. I want the nice thin fibers that are up here on the top. There's two ways you could do this. You could take it and just tie in the top there, but then that leaves you kind of too full. So I'm actually going to strip out one side of this feather. I'm going to line all these butt ends up and see how full I want this to be. So this one seems to be pretty sparse here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see how many I want. It's a little bit too many, so I'm going to pull out some of these ones on the top here. So that looks to be a nice good amount. I'm going to space it out to be a little bit longer than that Arctic Fox that was on there. So now for the eyes, I'm going to use these really small little red with nice black centers on them. And I'm going to be using some of this UV Cure glue. So for the first eye, I just want to stick these on their adhesive, so I want to stick them on the back here. Then using a bodkin, I can just take a little bit of this material at a time. And then I'll hit it with my light. I kept my thread in there because this will serve as my head cement, so then I just do 2 times behind the eye. So now I'll put on the other side of the eye. Again, just a little bit of this material on a bodkin. So now they're locked into place, and I'm just going to start building this head up with more of the UV material. And a nice little trick with this UV stuff is that whenever you start to, right before you hit it, if you start to spin your fly, the weight will start to even out. And the weight of the fly spinning will start to even out where it's going to sit. So you start to get a really nice uniform head. And now I can take a look at it and see which side I need to build up a little bit more. You can see that this one eye is a little bit bigger than that one, so I'll keep on building. One thing I like to do is also pull some of these fibers back and get right up to it. Not as much as like a surf candy where you're actually pulling back all the fibers, but just right around the head to give a nice little collar to keep those fibers going the right direction. And this fly, I keep unweighted, so it can actually go on a sink tip, or if you're fishing it on a dry line, which is a mono leader, a little bit of the extra weight from that UV head is really going to keep it down in there. So a great pattern for baitfish. You can change out the colors. I really like this copper over gray and black. You can do a pearl with a green and a black. You can kind of change it up to meet whatever you want to, but really nice part of using that UV Cure on the head and then using that braid on the body there. It gives it that nice little flash on the back end. Really simple, easy fly to tie. If you like this video, please click like down below, subscribe, leave a comment if there's any questions, any other good color patterns or color matches with this. But thanks for watching. Have a good one.